Welcome back to Let's Play Blood Will Tell, where I'm sure you'll recall that last time Dororo failed to save Yakimaru. So we're going to try again.
You're just going ahead and playing the Song of Time here.
A little bit.
Dawn of the first day.
You must kill
Yes.
this man.
Jump straight over the womps. Excuse me, they're not flomps, they're womps.
Yeah, I can't believe we went a whole video without correcting ourselves on that.
What's wrong?
I can't believe it only took one person posting. Like, I figured at least 2 or 3 people would cut us some slack on it. Like, no, first thing.
We deserved worse.
Some would say that.
Now, I'm about to discover something that I was not aware of. I sincerely did not notice that little sword down there until just that moment there.
I was gonna say, I was paying more attention to the belly flop.
And if I hadn't accidentally slid down the roof there, I would have never found that sword.
Can you not
Yeah.
see?
It's kind of a miraculous coincidence there.
Hopefully it'll be something useful.
What? The
Hopefully.
eyes. They moved.
I can assure you that it is.
Found demons.
There's the leap to the branch that basically makes or breaks your run.
Yeah, it did look like a pretty crappy camera jump last time.
Yep, it's terrible. Even having practiced this pretty often, I still can miss that jump 3 or 4 times in a row.
I also note how you've managed several times to give us a couple shots of those statues' crotches.
There's no way to avoid it. I just can't help myself.
I'm not gonna stand here while you cowards try to kill Hyaki in his sleep!
Thanks, Dororo.
You are less than impressive, Dororo.
Show
Yeah.
yourself, Saburata.
Plus, he woke up at that moment anyway, so it didn't matter.
Lord Tahomaru, please release Lord Daigo's arm.
Saburota!
Are you betraying your father?
I'm trying to snap him out of it.
I see. Midoro!
Tahomaru!
And the horse is a demon.
Hell yeah. It's the second most interesting horse I've ever seen.
Now I want to point this out. Zane mentioned Kamen Rider Double in the last chapter. I was thinking of who Saburoto reminded me of, and then finally hit me after the last video. He basically, with the eyebrows, looks like Kusaka from Kamen Rider Fives. In that he's also just as much of a raging dickbag. And really want to punch him in the face.
I still say he's the most generic-looking samurai dude ever.
Well, he's that, too. I'm just saying, with the eyebrows and the constant assholery, yeah, it's pretty much Kusaka all over again.
And by the way, this fight's almost over because it's ridiculously easy.
Yeah, I was noticing the horse, not really doing much in the way of survivability here.
It's got terrible defense. It just takes tons of damage from every hit.
And of course, it's still kicking Dororo's ass because, you know, we're just at that point.
Exactly. Sort of mirrors the fight with Midoro in the comic book, which is ended in about 3 sword swings.
It's a horse. It's still a demon,
Yeah.
but it's a horse.
Yep. Midoro's got a very tragic story in the comics as well. Think Steven Spielberg's War Horse with a pony involved.
Sounds about right. Oh, now we're getting the right eye back.
He's finally going to get his money's worth for all those 3D movies.
Also, Hyakimaru fights using his mind's eye. What?
Yeah, just felt like mentioning that.
Just...
The important thing is it's another big speed boost.
I'll buy into that.
Yakimaru, are you alright?
Yeah. My right eye just grew back in. With my real eyes. As well as my mind's eye. It should make fighting easier.
I'm happy for you, Yakimaru.
I love how casual this dialogue is.
Yes. Not at all stilted or forced.
Anything wrong? Nah, my eye just grew back in.
What the hell are you?
Me? I'm your angel of death.
What?
Definitely
I
Kasaka.
was created by the 48 fiends to eliminate you. I am the spawn of demons.
Created by fiends?
I am
So if I
Nega Hyaki!
Yeah,
Your
basically.
father will realize his goals very soon. This country will be ruled by a man who sold his soul to demons.
Daigo's gone catatonic.
Yakimaru,
Pretty much.
Tahomaru, prepare yourselves.
Tahomaru!
Yeah, that's actually a really good line.
This shall
Line
be your
read.
tomb.
Now, I feel bad for Daigo at this point, honestly. I know in the manga and just about everywhere else, he's the biggest asshole, and that he's the one who offered Hyaki to the demons and all that. Oh, hello.
Yeah, there's our new sword that we just stashed from on top of the building there.
Worth it.
Yeah, like I said, it's crazy. 7-body slasher still has some life in it, because it's half of that sword right there.
Oh, yeah. But, yeah, so Daigo's the biggest asshole in the comics and everywhere else, but in this one, he really just comes across as...
He's a complicated character in both versions, actually. Oh, and since we just got 40 more speed, we've maxed out our combos, so we can do everything available to us.
Wow.
And we're going to do that right now. But yeah, Daigo is a pretty complicated character. He starts off as just a total dick who does all sorts of evil stuff for no discernible reason. And he ends up being surprisingly complicated.
He strikes me as, he's, you know, big shit of the mountain in human affairs, but in terms of the actual story and everything, he's really kind of small time.
Yeah.
You know? And he looks really weak-hearted
Yeah,
in this game.
definitely. Also in the comics, he ends up being very cowardly, retreating from Yakimaru all the time. Which is bizarre because, I mean, his deal with the Fiends is that he's guaranteed victory in all situations.
Yeah, well, actually, when you think about it, Hyaki's going around and, you know, taking back the payment that the Fiends got for Daigo's victory, so it would kind of make sense that they're bilking on the deal.
Yeah. They never really go into that, but the Fiends should be getting weaker as we are progressing through the story.
It explains why they really starting to take him seriously.
Especially Saburota should be getting weaker because he's made of our body parts and we're literally recovering them.
Yeah, but you know how that sort of thing goes.
Yeah, that part of the story is specific to the game, and it's not very well fleshed out. It's barely as thorough as it needs to be.
Was he in the comics or anywhere else?
Saburota is a character in the comics. He's a much more minor character, though. Basically just his Ronin sort of thing.
Yeah, I imagine the game probably bumped him up the status list a little bit.
It sure did. They sort of wanted to recover him and Tahomaru and or Misaki, make them more of interesting characters.
Well, interesting. I'm not sure if I'll buy into that one just yet.
More interesting than dudes that Hyaki met and slaughtered the first time he ever met them.
Yeah, more interesting than one-shots, definitely, I'll grant that.
And this fight, by the way, is incredibly fun.
It looks like you were just having a blast.
I've been using all my new moves. There's a ton of them. And yeah, there's all sorts of excellent new animations. The enemies basically can't stop you until this very last phase of the fight. And even then, they are not putting up enough fight to really do anything.
Blocking your one weakness.
You strike so many times that you fill your spirit gauge almost immediately. It's just a blast. Until these Revenants come along and put an end to the fun, but even they go down pretty quick. Thanks to the Crescent Moon.
Given that I, wow.
Yeah, watch how slowly this ticks down now that our speed is ridiculously high.
Yeah, given that I'm a little bit of a
To the darkness.
lunar file myself, I'm perfectly okay with a sword called Crescent Moon.
Tahomaru, before we go, there's something that I have to know.
Why won't you open your eye?
Did Kagemitsu Daigo willingly sell himself to the fiends?
I don't know. But he has been acting especially strange lately. He used to talk so passionately about his ideals, but now he never does.
Strangely, it was around the time you showed up.
Perhaps we should continue this conversation somewhere safer.
Good point.
There's probably monsters everywhere. It'd be easier to escape if we split up.
Let's split up,
I'll
gang!
meet you two at the town entrance.
Understood. Dororo, stay close to me.
I know!
Don't go and die on me now.
You too, Hyaki.
Ah, they're bros.
Yep. And for the first time, we've actually gained a party member. He's off on his own, of course, but
Oh yeah, because, you know, gameplay segregation.
naturally. But, you know, it's nice to finally have someone who doesn't hate us.
Yeah, our other options are dead or kids. And I'm pretty sure those kids are dead by now.
Good chance. I didn't mention it before, but these Revenants, we're meeting them for the first time in this chapter, actually. They're an upgrade to the skeletons, or the highest level of them. They mostly just have a whole bunch of HP.
Yeah, it seems like the only thing they're really doing is just blocking a lot more.
Yep, taking much more of a beating. I wanted to show off what the this 100 Eyes does, but Dororo interrupted him, so I had to kill him.
Damn kid.
Yep. Ruining my Let's Play.
He's doing it on purpose now.
And I really enjoy all these new moves that I have, so I'm just killing as much as I can.
Hey, if I had a max speed stat where I can sit there and throw out every move under the sun, I'd use it the hell out of it.
Yeah, getting these last high-tier combos, it really opens up the game. It's surprisingly fun to play around with them. Because the timing on each of them is different, so they all have different uses. Once you've mastered them all, you can actually play the game much more efficiently.
Awesome. I can also tell this is a new area for us because you hadn't gone and destroyed the stone head yet.
Yep. That's about all we had to do in there. Really, most of the Cursed Forest is pointless.
Yeah, it's just a maze.
But they expect you to get lost in there for a very, very long time because the fact that we haven't makes this chapter very short.
Meanwhile, random boss fight. Actually, I think I saw this guy on the statues.
Yeah, he actually does look like one of the statues. He's basically identical to the Beast Fiend who we fought chapter 4. The big difference is that he can summon enemies out of his backpack, as well as bombs.
And yeah, doesn't really look that much different.
And he's gonna avoid us, jump away. But we do really good damage now, so jump all he wants, but this is still gonna go pretty quick.
And here come the explosives.
Yeah, which are total cock blockers. You can't be anywhere near him when those bombs are going off. And if we kill all the enemies, he will summon new ones.
Yeah, I figured you were ignoring them for a reason. This dude jumps like an Italian plumber.
Doesn't land quite as gracefully, though.
Well, after about the 64 era, yeah, he does. He doesn't do that mid-air flip, though.
Just about finished him off. And there we go. Single spin.
I never get tired of that. Oh, what's he getting back this time? What's he getting back this time? There's no cutscene, so it's nothing important.
Yeah. But it's close to his chest.
I'm gonna say lungs. Nope, his pecs.
Yeah. Ren would be jealous.
Beefcake!
It's our first major attack power up this whole chapter. And we've got just shy of 100 attack power when we're using both hands on the katana. So on our way out of the village, I figure we will gather some Jukai's medicine and hack up some enemies.
Sounds like a pretty good solid plan.
Yep. The fact that we can really get our money's worth out of a slice attack now means it's actually worth doing for pretty much the first time in the game. Except for that one fluke that got us to 7 body slash in the first place.
Yeah, we saw how well that worked out for us, so I see no reason to break from the formula.
Mm-hmm. Not that we're going to find anything much better than the Crescent Moon. That's pretty much in the top tier of swords in the entire game.
Level 50, so I'd hope so.
There are slightly higher level ones, but at this point, the level is negligible. Just let him get close.
I'm sorry, that's like standing there waiting for the crane stance to kick you in the face. You have it coming.
If he only had a brain. And our only major reward from that slice attack was a red candle, which refills our spirit gauge.
And a couple anachronous bullets, but, you know.
We're used to that at this point.
Pretty much.
Hardly ever use them anyway.
Yeah, the cannon didn't really keep up with this game, but the bullets were worthless long before that.
Yeah. And if an anachronism falls in the Sengoku era, no one's around to hear it.
Does anybody care?
Is it really an anachronism?
Well, that's a good question.
Makes you think.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, they sort of did a slice attack on me.
Combo breaker your combo. With a combo. Comboception. Actually, that's a pretty neat move for a dead guy.
Yeah, the Revenants do have a new moveset, a couple new attacks, but most of them aren't very interesting, except for that million stabs.
At least they were nice enough to give them that.
Yeah, I mean, they're slowly improving them, but this is one of the few times we're even going to see them, so...
Back to the darkness.
Back to the darkness with them.
Strike the pose, Hyaki, strike the pose.
And I just remembered that the eyeball guys are called, in yokai terms, Hyakume.
Hyakume. Okay, I can run with that.
Yeah.
And now more thwomps for our viewing pleasure. Yeah, I know what they're called, but at this point, if you're gonna call me on it first thing, I might as well at least troll you back.
Yep, we've proven that we know better.
I still feel like a jerk whenever I hear the umbrellas die.
Yeah, you just can't help but feel bad for them. Especially because they're so goofy that you can't really be afraid of them, so...
Pretty much, it's not a particularly threatening yokai to begin with.
Away with
Yeah,
you.
they're literally made of paper, so...
Yeah, well, it's just an umbrella.
Mm-hmm. And there's our new sword. Thanks to all that speed. It's another level 50.
Carried with a Biwa Minstrels. Oh, I think I know what kind of sword that is. That's the one that's hidden in the... Is it a sitar?
Well, this one they say is hidden inside a cane, like a pimp cane with a sword in it.
I'll buy that.
Taomaru's not here.
Gee, I wonder if it might have been a smart idea.
That's
Take him with
because
you.
I have captured him.
Sabrota.
I will take Tahomaru before Lord Daigo. It appears that he needs to be re-educated. Daigo's victory is close at hand. Even now, his castle is nearing completion. Soon, the entire world will be ruled by fiends!
Mwahahahaha.
That's literally what he did.
God damn it.
A world ruled by fiends? Then Daigo is nothing but a pawn.
Hey, that's what I said.
At last, 2 pieces of the puzzle had been revealed to Hyakimaru. His own father was plotting to conquer the world. Would he have the world ruled by the fiends? Would their evil taint the souls of the people and plunge the world into never-ending strife? Then there was Saburota, created by the fiends themselves. Hyakimaru recalled the voice that spoke to him on his 18th birthday. The fiends have also created a human out of your body parts. Slay the fiends, or their human creation, and you shall become whole once again. Hyakimaru's destiny was close at hand. He had felled many fiends, and the light he had sought for so long grew brighter.
Okay, Old Man Winter, hang on here. No, seriously, wasn't that his voice that told him that they had created a human?
No. That was just his narration in a previous cutscene.
Ah. Well, it still sounds like he really loves the sound of his own voice.
Oh, yeah. It's funny that they actually mention that, because it's sort of like a heavenly, divine voice that tells Hyakimaru that he has to go kill the fiends in the game here. But in the anime, it's actually the fiends themselves who say, "We stole your body parts. Come get it back, you little punk."
Come at me, bro.
Yeah, basically. It makes no sense, so it was a wise choice to change that.
Just a little bit. I mean, really, why would you tell the...
Eventual destroyer of your entire evil plan?
Pretty much. That's a Bond villain move right there.
Yeah, classic. But another short chapter. We haven't seen one quite so short in a while, actually. In fact, you were there last time.
Yeah, I was about to say.
But to make up for that, we do have another Hidden Fiends video coming up next.
Oh boy, murder for fun and profit.
Quite a good one, so look forward to that.